Doing some channel catfish fishing this morning. Fishing a flooded river, or basically flooded, very high water at least. It's probably about 4 feet above summer level, the water. It's pretty muddy. There's probably debris floating in. I haven't really looked yet, but it's just dark out, but it's pretty well flooded. The place I usually fish is underwater, so I'm just shore fishing right now. Fishing right on the edge, because during floodwaters catfish tend to stack up in little eddies right on the side of the river. Other fish do too. I'm just fishing with a free line with circle hooks. Got a 7/0 circle hook on this one, I think, and cut bait right now. I have a whole bunch of baits I'm bringing today. I'll probably fish different ones over the course of the day, course of the morning. This rig's kind of a light line rig, so I gotta play them. It's just 15-pound test. The other one's 30. Hoping to catch some quality channel cats at least. That's the goal. You know, usually get a lot around 8 pounds. You know, a lot in the 26 to 30 inch range. See if we can beach this guy here. He's a sassy one, that's for sure. He's fighting pretty good. I don't think he's very big. He's probably just an average one. Yeah, on the small side. First cat's 26.5 inches. Pretty skinny though, so he's just 6.5 pounds. Let him go here. There we go. Just starting to get light out. Probably still looks dark on the camera though, but another cat. It's not fast and furious, but picking up a fish every 10 minutes or so far. It's not terrible. You know, the reason I like fishing high water and flood water probably as much or more than I like fishing low water for cats. Mainly because there's so much raging water out in the middle where the cats normally are in these larger pools and behind dams and stuff. You know, also, you know, all over the place, you know, where there's pools that spread across the river or entrances of creeks and stuff that, you know, there's so, what I'm trying to say is there's so much raging water where there's normally good fishable water that a fair amount of cats push right to the edge, like I was saying, and concentrate in these little slack waters. And because they're concentrated, you can stick a bait right in their face and usually get some pretty hot action, or at least decent action. This one's around 23 1/4. Let him go here. I'm just using these cheap spinning rigs because I don't feel like buying a little army of bait casters for channel cats. Kind of starts to get expensive. And these spinning rigs are so cheap, these combos, and they work, you know. They're not ideal, but they work well enough for channel cats. Yeah, this guy's powerful. Doesn't feel that heavy, but he's just strong. Some of them have a real terrible attitude. Even small channel cats sometimes, you know, in the low mid-20s have a real hard attitude. Taking like 5 runs here so far. Haven't really seen him yet. Maybe he's actually a decent one, I don't know. Doesn't look that big. He's okay sized. Take that back, he's not bad. He's the biggest one so far. He's only 28 3/4 and not very fat, but he's real thick across the back. He's 8.9 pounds. So nice thick channel cat with a pretty big head for his size, for his length. There he goes. Another bite right away. It's pretty hot. Rethinking my plan here. I don't know if I'm going to stay here for too long. I might just fish here and then fish somewhere else after sunrise. I don't know how clear I was about this, but I'm just fishing from shore. I'm not waiting at all. You know, obviously because these little slack waters are right on the shore. They're just seams that form on the edge of the river where there normally wouldn't be water. This just feels like a little guy. I'm gonna force this guy in. pretty fast here. Typical skinny river cats. Just a smidge over 24. Incredibly skinny. Had to wait a while, but finally picked up another one here. Switched to using rotten chicken, or not rotten chicken, fresh chicken and rotten chicken liver on a treble hook together at once. Casted this in, this guy hit about 20 seconds later. It's a real stinky, good bait for aggressive channel cats. This is the slack water I'm fishing right here, just a little pocket. You can see out there, you could basically surf on it. There's so many waves. It's just raging out there, the flood water. It's not fighting very hard for being a 25, 26 incher. Another skinny one, but he measures out right at 26.